What's up, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at some more collectibles, and today it's going to be DC themed as DC Collectibles sent us a bunch of stuff to look at. First up, though, we have the Artist Alley line of statues. This particular line is made and designed by Joe Ledbetter. And as you can see to my left, we have Batman over here, Robin right here, Penguin right here, and Catwoman right here. So before I crack them open, I want to show you how cool they look like in their package. So since Robin's closest to me, we're going to open him up because their window packaging is awesome. So first off, it comes with a piece of art right here, a print piece of art, and then you have this awesome window display right here of the actual vinyl figure. And all of them are like that. I'm gonna swap this out right here. Batman, this is probably the coolest one. You guys know I love Batman. Look at that. They're very, very cool and super, super unique. I love how it's just this like cartoony take on the characters. As you can see, he's got the art print right here, figure right here, and I'm gonna show you all of them before we crack them open, just because I think they look really cool in the box. I mean, if you're gonna get a statue, you're not really gonna keep it in the box, but it does look cool in here. I gotta say, the presentation is great. This penguin is really, really cool. And last but not least, we have Catwoman right here. Look at that. She's also really cool too. These things kind of remind me of like Looney Tune characters, or almost like, I guess like Spider-Ham kind of, but not. So now that we looked at them inside their packages, let's take them out, because that's what you're gonna do with these anyway, and put them on your desk or your shelf. We're gonna start with Robin right here. Slip this bad boy out. I'm very excited, because I haven't, obviously, taken these guys out yet. Very cool. That's awesome. Really cool. Oh, so that's the thing I should mention. These things are actually numbered. So right here, you can see this is actually 21 of 3,000. So we got a really low number right here. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this thing just looks really, really cool. Now, obviously, this is a PVC statue. So there's not going to be any articulation like an action figure or anything. It's a statue. But this thing looks really, really cool. I like that. It's a pretty like on the nose yet clever take of doing these characters, because Robin, obviously they're gonna make it a Robin, and then, you know, Catwoman, Penguin, and so on. So yeah, this thing will look really cool on your desk, your shelf, or wherever you want to put them. But let's continue with the Dark Knight right here. We're gonna put Robin right there. Now this is obviously the one I was looking forward to the most. Well, and Robin, because who, you know, if you got Batman, you gotta have Robin. But this is the biggest one too. Oh yeah. That's really, really cool. Okay, look at this. So, wait, I want to look at it first. That's really, really cool. So this one is 29 out of 3,000. So we're getting some pretty low numbers right here. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. But this thing just looks really cool. I love the paint applications, the detail to this thing. And again, it's Batman, so it just makes sense that he's a bat. It's like a really cool, fun piece to have, because I know people like to have things that are comic accurate, movie accurate, but this is just fun, you know what I mean? It's Batman and he's a bat, so that'd be really cool to just put somewhere. Yeah, that's great. And he's gonna look great with, let's see, how does he go? Right, like that, there we go. With Robin right next to him. That looks really, really, really cool. So now that we got the dynamic duo out of the way, let's move on to some villains from Batman's Rogues Gallery. First up, what is this? Catwoman? Right here. Catwoman, Batman's love interest, you know? If you've been reading Tom King's Batman run right now, you know, some stuff is going down. No spoilers, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but his run is coming to an end, and then we're getting another book from him next year with, it's called, I believe it's called Batman Catwoman. It's going to feature the Phantasm. You guys know I love the Phantasm. It's going to be like a triangle of love. Can't wait. Anyway, Catwoman right here. That is cool. These things are just so fun. Again, they're just like Looney Tune type things right here. Let's see, what number is this one? This one's 14 out of 3,000. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick that up right there, but 14 out of 3,000, you can see it on her tail. That's awesome. And I know some people are like, well, what does it matter if they're low numbers or not? Well, if you collect statues, statue collectors like to get the lowest number you can, because that just means that was the first one made of that thing. Well, not the first one. If you get number one, it's the first one. But you know what I mean? That means it's one of the first ones that was made in the line. So that's really cool. To get a number one, that would be awesome. I have a few statues at home, especially from DC Collectibles. Never gotten a number one, but I'm getting closer. I got a 14. That's probably actually the lowest I've got thus far. So moving on, she looks really, really cool. Give you guys a 360 of her, because I feel like a lot of the detail on her is in the back. Her tail's really cool. She's holding like a diamond necklace or whatever. Her claws look awesome. But let's go to the last one we have right here. Swap this around. to get the Penguin. Now he's really cool because I believe from what I saw through the box is he kind of has an accessory, like his umbrella is separate from him. So it's a piece you have to put in his hand. It's not just already like built into the sculpt of the figure. So let's take him out. Oh wow, he's the heaviest one too. Batman's the biggest one, yet he is the heaviest one. So let's get his umbrella out. I'm gonna throw that on the floor because I don't want it in my way. And assuming it just slides right in like so. Yeah, there we go. That's really, really cool. Yes, that's awesome. I like how he's kind of flying. His coat is what's holding him up and his feet are in the air. That's really, really cool. This is one of the coolest ones for sure. Batman's still my favorite, but this is really cool. Yeah, I dig that. Now that they're all out of the box, we're gonna take the boxes and put them on the floor so I can line these up and give you guys a better look. And here they are all lined up, and I gotta say, this is an awesome set. All four of them look great together, and this is just a really fun set. I've said it several times already, but I like how they're based off of the animals that the characters are based off of in that sense. Batman, Robin, Catwoman, and Penguin. So that's really, really cool. Again, it kind of reminds me of Spider-Ham, that kind of thing, or Looney Tunes, where it's just goofy and kid-like. They're definitely also super unique pieces, so if you want like a Batman piece or a Robin piece or something that's different from the run-of-the-mill stuff, this is definitely a way to go. So I gotta say that DC Collectibles and Joe Ledbetter did an awesome job with these line of statues right here. And if you wanna pick them up for yourself, they are $54.99. You can get them from sites like Amazon, BigBadToyStore.com, and your local comic book shop. So if you want them, get them, because remember, they're only limited to 3,000. They only made 3,000 of them, so once those are gone, that's it. But we have some more stuff to look at, so we're gonna take these off and look at some figures that DC Collectibles sent us as well. Next up, we have DC Collectibles DC Essential line of figures. We've reviewed several of their figures in the past, like Batman, Deathstroke, Superman, and Brainiac, but right now we have one of their newer waves, which consists of Nightwing, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Batgirl. So we're gonna take a look and see how they stack up to the older waves. First up, I do wanna mention the packaging, since you do see it behind the figures. It's nothing really too special. It's very, very standard. You have a window box right here, and then on the back right here, you'll just see a brief description of the character and a picture of the figure. Again, they're all gonna look exactly the same, just different color and themed to the character. So with that said, I'm gonna take these out of the way so we can just look at the figures better. All right, with the boxes out of the way, we're gonna take a look at the figures and see what their articulation is all about, as well as their paint apps and all that stuff. We're gonna start with Joker, because he's actually my favorite out of the line. So they're all gonna pretty much have the same articulation. They all have your double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. They have upper arm cut right here. They swivel at the wrist. Their head does 360, ab crunch, ankle pivot, and they also have upper thigh cut. And some of them do have a lower thigh cut, like Harley Quinn, Batgirl, and Nightwing. Actually, the Joker's the only one who doesn't have a lower calf cut. I think I said thigh before. It's a calf, not a thigh. So as you can see, he's extremely posable, and he just looks awesome. I don't know how well you guys can see the paint apps, but his face, the detail on his face and the painting is insane. And he also comes with an accessory right here, his cane, his Joker cane right there, which is also very, very well done. It's got metallic gold and green, and then the purple matches his suit. This is just a really good looking Joker figure. It's actually one of my favorites now. And if you have Joker, of course you have to have Harley Quinn. She looks great, and she has a bunch of articulation, especially for a female figure. Some of the female figures out there don't have much articulation for some reason. I guess it's because their bodies are usually thinner, so it's harder to put those joints on there. But she has double jointed elbows, she's got the cut on her upper arm, the double jointed knees, the ankle pivot, all that good stuff. And she just looks really, really cool. She also comes with two accessories. She has her iconic mallet right here and her gun. And there's just the paint applications and detail on her are really, really cool. And what's cool about this one is these are all based off of the comic book versions of the characters, the real versions of the characters per se. So as much as I love the animated Harley Quinn, that's actually my favorite version of Harley Quinn, it is cool to have like a main universe Harley Quinn action figure, and her face kind of portrays that, where you see she's just like straight up like psycho and crazy and a little less cartoony than the animated series. And while we're talking about Harley Quinn, let's move over and talk about another female character in the line, Batgirl. This is a really, really cool Batgirl. She comes with, she's the only figure that actually comes with an extra set of hands. right here. So you can see that she has 2 pairs of hands, so you could swap out, you do fists or an open set of hands, and she comes with a batarang right here. She has all the same articulation as Harley Quinn, but her sculpt is really, really cool. I love how, much like the Joker, the inside of his coat is orange, and like over here, you can see they didn't miss a detail. The inside of her cape is yellow. So I love, again, the paint applications are actually kind of what impresses me the most about these things. I mean, the articulation is great, but I just love the detail. When you're holding them in person, they just look so, so cool. And last, but certainly not least, one of my all-time favorite DC characters, the first Robin, the Boy Wonder, Nightwing over here. This is based off of his DC Rebirth design, and he looks great. Nightwing's design has always been simple. It's just blue and black. I mean, I guess if you go for like the Nightfall look, where it's a little more elaborate, but his classic like black and blue is simple yet so effective. It looks great. I mean, it's a Nightwing figure. How can you go wrong with a Nightwing figure? He comes with his Eskrima sticks right here, which is his accessory. No hands or anything like that, though. Again, Batgirl's the only figure in the wave that comes with hands. But again, he looks great, and he has all that articulation. I mean, you could put him in all those acrobatic poses with the double jointed knees, the elbows, the ab crunch. I do want to say, though, for diehard collectors, these are 7-inch scale. So they're not going to fit in with your Marvel Legends or DC Universe Classics figures. Those are all 6-inch. These are 7-inch figures, so they're going to be a little taller than those. They'll probably fit in better with like NECA figures. And of course, other DC collectible figures, as they're gonna keep them all in the same scale. But again, these look freaking great. They're based off the comic book versions, mostly the DC Rebirth versions of the characters right now. So if you want comic accurate action figures of Nightwing, Harley Quinn, Joker, and so on, the DC Essentials line is the way to go. And I'm gonna keep harping on it because the articulation is great. It's some of the best I've seen out there, especially for the price point, because they roughly go for $24.99 anywhere to $28.99 depending where you get them. Speaking of where you get them, you can pick these guys up at Amazon, BigBadToyStore.com, your local comic book shop, or anywhere that sells specialty items or toys pretty much. Probably not your Walmarts and Targets, but yeah. But obviously, we're going to put the links on where to get these in the description below. But before I wrap up, I do want to give a huge thank you for DC Collectibles for sending us over their Arris Alley statues and these essential figures for us to review for all of you. Also, let us know if you are enjoying these collectible reviews, and if so, what other collectibles you would like to see us review. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time when I talk about all things comics.